Auburn Blitz is now on the air, your daily look into what's happening in Auburn athletics. With your host, Andy Graham, Brett Pritchard, Randy Lee, War Eagle.
Everybody, welcome into the Auburn Blitz here on location at JR Sports Bar and Grill. Half of us on location at JR Sports Bar and Grill. Faith holding it down in Auburn, Alabama, actually Opelika, Alabama, but Auburn / Opelika / all the, just Lee County, just wherever she happens to be landing at. So glad all of you joined us out there. Our show is brought to you by Russell Dewitt Center and Building Supply Stores and
Cincy Green for air that's cool and clean.
And gonna need some cool and clean air tomorrow in College Station as Auburn takes on Texas A&M. Faith and I will be there, and we want to remind everybody that after the game, after the press conference, after we get out of Kyle Field to wherever we land, we will have the Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine post-game show, and looking forward to that. Hey, you know what? We're winners either way on the Auburn Blitz. Whether Auburn wins the game or not, Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine and Auburn Blitz partnering together make that a winning combination every single week, Faith. Don't you agree?
No doubt. And, you know, the winners each week of the predictions from the games, they're winners because they get something from Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. So make sure you submit all of your predictions for each game. I have them written down each week, and the winner of the Oklahoma game will be announced a little bit more towards the end of the show. But that's a big win right there in my book.
Ain't no doubt about it. Hey, look, it doesn't cost you anything. Just get your prediction in. This week, the tiebreaker is penalties for Auburn, so hopefully that number's really, really low. Need it to be low, need as few mistakes as possible when you go on the road. It doesn't really even matter on the road, at home, wherever. If you're playing on the moon, you just don't need to make a lot of mistakes. In this league, you're not going to survive them, that's for sure. I am at JR Sports Bar and Grill today, and again, we love JR Sports Bar and Grill too. They have been longtime partners of ours on our programming for years, and man, this place is packed. You can see behind me, everybody. I mean, all the tables are full. There's people standing at the counter, and because everybody knows how good the food is here, and it's a great place to come and hang out on Saturdays. If you're in the Alex City area, Lake Martin area, they also can do a bunch of catering for you. But if you don't want to fool with all that, just come in here. They got about 7 or 8 TVs in the lower area and about 4 or 5 up here where I'm at. So you're not gonna shy away from any game that you want. Hey, and there's some great games on this weekend, Faith. We didn't talk about that this morning that we'll dive into a little bit later in this show. But all right, so we got some comments coming in. Tubb said, who do y'all think will field the first punt this weekend? Well, just to be honest with you, the 2 guys back there fielding punts at practice were Eric Singleton and Malcolm Simmons. So I would be shocked if Malcolm wasn't back there again. I mean, he made a mistake in that Oklahoma game, and I think he understands that. It's very uncharacteristic of him to do something like that. So you learn from it. I think, you know, he was, again, not to make excuses, but trying to make a play. And but, you know, the mental part of the game is you got to understand where you are on the field. You put your heels on the 10-yard line, and if the ball's going over your head, you let it go. You know, if it happens to stick like a pitching wedge shot and stay inside the 5, then so be it. But he just lost.
I rewatched it the other day, and you could really tell that he just got lost on the field of where he was, and it was a whole mistake that you can't afford to make, but you can really tell that he just forgot where he was and didn't know how far back it was going. So
yeah, you know, he said, has Malcolm ever seen a punt like that? I mean, he didn't. That was no pun intended, a boomer of a punt from Oklahoma. So as Faith was having shotguns and guns go off in her ear, damaging her hearing.
How can they do that? I seriously want to know.
Hey, one time they shot at the gun.
There was a misfire.
They misfired during one of Oklahoma's plays. Like I thought John Mateer was like, they shot it and he was like, crap, what? So I mean, yeah, those things are they shoot those guns.
Okay, so this week there are going to be cannons that they do, but somebody gives a hand signal so that we can all prepare. But honestly, I mean, for me, it's useless. I'm nothing, because I was prepared for it each time that they were going to shoot them off, and I still, every single time, my entire body did a full screenshot of.
Well, for those of us on the peak of Mount Everest up there at the top of the stadium, it rattled the press box.
I'm glad it did y'all, because yeah, you guys have nothing compared to what we had.
No, y'all had hearing damage for sure. Tubb said, wish DJ Barber wouldn't have had his run in at AU. His little brother will play in the NFL. He put that Clay Chalkle team on his back. Hey, look, Corey Barber last night, my gosh. I sent you the video of that catch to win the game.
Yeah.
I mean, it's unbelievable. And he made the play 2 plays before that. Clay Chalkle was backed up inside their own 10-yard line, and Aaron Fry made a great throw to him, and, man, he just split 2 defenders and went about 80 yards to set up that touchdown a couple plays later. But he's a dude. He's a great player. He's committed to Ole Miss. So they're getting a really good one out of the state of Alabama. Heath agrees. He's still hearing those guns go off in his head today. So,
like, my ears will never be the same, from the speakers in Baylor to those, and then this week cannons. Like, if I was a student at any of these schools.
I just realized you weren't really kidding with me on the field when I came down. When I'd ask you something, you go, huh? I was like, I didn't even think about you really probably couldn't hear me.
I literally could not hear you. And you were like, just never mind. I was like, forgive me, my bad, because I can't hear you, because I've had 17 gunshots in my left and right ear every freaking 5 minutes.
Yeah.
My bad.
So that is on me there for sure. I was like, I'm 5 feet. Like, I mean, how can you not?
And then you kept moving further away from me, and I was like, what are you saying?
So anyway, so we'll deal with another set of guns this weekend at College Station. But to kind of dive into that, we're going to talk more about that game and that matchup. Kind of want to go back. I was on Gary Harris's show about an hour ago, and he was asking me kind of, they were saying, even from their standpoint of an outsider looking in, how trashy that game was called. And, but he was like, the timing, I didn't even talk to you about that this morning, the timing of a press release or a statement from A.D. Cohen yesterday about that Oklahoma game, just kind of, I mean, we're so far removed from that game to push that out. I think maybe, he felt like he needed to say something about it, but I tweeted yesterday that you can't let that game carry over into this game. So Gary was asking me, as people keep talking about how that game went, you need to kind of flush that one and move on, right? And so I told him, I said, I don't think that has affected the preparation of the team and the coaches. Now for the fans and maybe, John Cohen feeling like he needed to come out and make a statement about it, that's fine. But I think the team's moved on. They're focused on Texas A&M.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's a lot that happened from the Oklahoma game and about putting it behind you and learning, because, again, you can only control the things that you can control. And it's about controlling. Honestly, this week it's going to be the same kind of as last week, of controlling the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball.
And we talked a little bit about that this morning. Basically, the offensive line matchup against their defensive line should be a strength for Auburn. And we'll see early in the game. because Auburn's got to run the football. And we'll go back through some of these matchups that we went through this morning in case anybody missed the podcast this morning. But the matchup for Auburn, the favorable matchup for Auburn is the running game. And what Auburn's been able to do to this point outside of last Saturday, where they couldn't get anything going on the ground, but neither could Oklahoma. Neither team could really get anything consistent going on the ground. Jackson Arnold had a decent day throwing the ball. I mean, it was 220 yards, a touchdown. But like you and I said, if you have another 130 on the ground to go with that, you probably win the game. That alone is not going to be enough to win a game on the road against a really, really good team like Oklahoma or even Texas A&M.
Yeah, there's no question about it. What's Auburn going to do differently this week in preparation and also just starting out the game differently from last week? What do we think is going to be different? What do we hope is going to be different?
I hope you see a little bit more aggression for the offense, and again, I hope the defense continues to get better. Look, this is what we saw last year with this Auburn defense. We saw this Auburn defense get better every game. Look, from the way Auburn played in that Baylor game in the secondary to the way they played against Oklahoma, Faith, I mean, you got to say that it's a marked improvement. And you're going to continue to get better. Auburn's trending in that same direction. Again, Jay Crawford, again, is questionable in this game. Every game that goes by without him obviously hurts tremendously. He's a heck of a player back there and a leader on that defense. I'm not taking anything away from the rest of the guys back there, but he's probably the best defender in that secondary, and that's saying something because there's a lot of good players back there in that secondary. But, his health moving forward is the most important thing, full speed. If he may try to go, but again, against a team that has Marcel Reed and an offense like Texas A&M that throws the ball, you really can't afford to have a guy back there that's not 100% or close to 100%.
Yeah, and like you said, trending upwards is a positive, but there has got to be more, and they've got to be quicker.
Right.
Than whether it's anticipating or just getting in between, both the ball and the receiver. And Auburn, they've looked behind.
They have. So, all right, we're just getting rolling here. I'm at JR Sports Bar and Grill today, and it is packed, as you can see, and there's people everywhere, and there's people still coming in, trying to block the glare a little bit from behind us because there's the sun's just popping in down there off vehicles in the parking lot. But again, come check out JR Sports Bar and Grill. We're going to take a break for TV. Stay tuned. A lot more to come right after this.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors.
Adams Motorsports of Montgomery knows it's the best time to ride. Right now, get the best deals on all of our Suzuki and Kawasaki street bikes, side-by-sides, four-wheelers, and dirt bikes. Adams Motorsports has it all, and our inventory is vast. Get out there, ride the streets and trails, and let Adams Motorsports make your pleasure our business. With family customer service and service after the sale. It's time to ride, so come see us on Eastern Boulevard, Montgomery, or online at adamsmotorsports.com.
L&M Pawn and Gun, located in the USA Factory Stores in Opelika, is East Alabama and West Georgia's complete gun, tactical, and pawn shop. It invites the region to shop over 500 firearms in stock, on the floor, and ready for sale at the market's best values. At L&M Pawn and Gun, we specialize in all tactical guns, equipment, and parts, including AK-47 and AR-15s. Specialized parts for tactical guns as well as suppressors and other parts you can't find anywhere. L&M Pawn and Gun has it all in the USA Factory Stores in Opelika, or shop online, lmpawnandgun.com. SportsBarnGrill.com.
Presley Appliance and Furniture, located on Cherokee Road in Alexander City, is locally owned and operated with over 35 years of experience in the appliance and furniture business. Specializing in Amana, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, and Ashley Furniture, Presley Appliance services what they sell and will make sure you receive top-notch customer service. Call them today at 256-329-9762 or drop by to see them on Cherokee Road in Alexander City. Presley Appliance and Furniture, where they service what they sell.
This is Kathy Holmes with Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Jeff Runner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes that are installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind? Welcome to Bunkers. Our friendly staff and vibrant atmosphere make Bunkers the ultimate hangout space for all ages. With 6 state-of-the-art golf simulator stations, you can play around with friends no matter the weather. Enjoy mouth-watering food and a wide variety of handcrafted mixed drinks. With our attached parking deck, access is always hassle-free. Make your next night out unforgettable at Bunkers.
Visit our new locations in Gadsden and Oxford today.
Hillary Towers may very well be the Lake Martin area's best kept secret. An affordable senior citizens community located on Highway 22 East in Alexander City. Spacious one-bedroom units are currently available. Great location, peaceful setting, comfortable living where pets are allowed and utilities are included. Call today for more information on the newly renovated Hillary Towers, 256-329-0552. 256-329-0552. Hillary Towers, 22 East, Alexander City.
It's a great day for a new Chevrolet from Glenn Smith in Opelika. Silverado and Colorado trucks ready to roll. Get going in a powerful new full-size Chevrolet Silverado with discounts up to $13,500 off. Drive away in the mid-size Chevy Colorado, ready for work or play. Discounted up to $4,000 off. People from all over the USA are going to Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Get ready to drive and get ready to smile.
To the Auburn Blitz here at JR Sports Bar and Grill. We have 45 minutes left on the show today, brought to you by Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply Stores and
Sensa Green for air that's cool and clean. Call on Sensa Green.
Nice and cool up here in JR Sports Bar and Grill this afternoon, and you can be up here with me. A lot of other people have been coming in and out for lunch. Got here, it was packed. It's still packed. A lot of stuff going on, and if you've ever had JR's food, you know why it's packed. And of course, on the weekends in the Alex City area, they'll deliver to you. But you know, you got tailgate stuff coming up for any game or whatever, whether it be high school or college, they'll take care of you. I'm telling you, you'll be the hit of the tailgate if you bring a bunch of chicken fingers and wings from JR's. I promise you. Maybe corn nuggets, maybe cheese nuggets, fried dill pickles, all that kind of stuff. Oh my
gosh. I'm so jealous I'm not there.
Yeah, I know it. You definitely missed out today for sure. So, again, check out JR Sports Bar and Grill. Been longtime partners of ours. We appreciate it very, very much. Mike said he went to his first game in 1969 against Chattanooga. So there you go. We may talk about that at some point in time on a show. kind of get everybody's first Auburn experience. What was your first game? How did it go? All that kind of stuff. So, yeah, I think all that's kind of cool. Do you remember your first Auburn game, Faye?
No.
You don't remember?
Been really young. I don't know. I need to ask my dad.
We'll save that. We won't dive into that today. We'll save that for another day. So I know which one mine was, but I won't reveal it right now. So you'll just tell me how old I am when I tell you what game it was. So, but anyway, we'll talk about that a little bit later on. All right, let's look at this matchup again from this morning. Didn't go through everything. How about Auburn's rushing defense?
Yeah, Auburn's rushing defense, compared to A&M's rushing offense, Auburn's only allowing 58 yards?
They're not even allowing 60 yards a game on the ground.
Yeah, only allowing 58 yards a game. And Texas A&M's rushing offense is at 157 yards a game. Right.
So, again, I think that's a strength. Like, they are a predominant passing team with over 320 yards a game, right at 323 a game on average. And Auburn's passing defense allows 232, which isn't very good, by the way. So it's going to be – that's going to be the matchup to watch for Texas A&M. And the matchup to watch for Auburn is going to be the running game. And I think Auburn would much rather run the football than they would throw it. And I think Jackson Arnold's more comfortable in that style. And, again, if Auburn – even if Texas A&M is stacking the box and Auburn can run the football with a stacked box, man, just opens up so many opportunities and makes this offense so versatile and takes pressure off Jackson Arnold. I mean, I think if you can get him in the flow and he feels comfortable with the way the running game's going. I mean, the way Auburn ran the ball against Oklahoma, Faith, really kind of put the pressure on Jackson to have to make plays. And, frankly, he just didn't make a few of them. And if he makes a couple of more through the air, Auburn wins the football game. I mean, that's the cold, hard facts.
Yeah, Auburn's rushing offense is about just under 200 yards a game.
It's pretty good.
And A&M's rushing defense is about 139, right under 140 yards a game. But then once you get to the passing offense,
right,
compared to each team,
they're a little bit more.
Yeah, Auburn's got 185 yards a game. And Texas A&M has about 323.
Yeah, exactly. And so, but there's a big discrepancy on their rushing and our rushing too. So yeah,
right.
It is pretty.
Not that much though.
No, not much. Not as much as but again, I think A&M's played one decent team, and that was Notre Dame. And I'll actually pull that up and see what Marcel Reed's numbers were against Notre Dame, because that's a truer sense. And again, Auburn's played a couple of teams that they were definitely better than, but going back and looking at a 41-40 win over Notre Dame and what Marcel Reed was able to do in that game, 360 yards passing, 2 touchdowns and a pick, 17 of 37. So, I mean, he missed on 20, but obviously he had a bunch of big chunk plays in that game. Receiving, Mario Craver, who is from the state of Alabama, by the way, who played at Clay Chalkville High School, who transferred from Mississippi State and is now at Texas A&M, had 207 yards receiving on 7 catches in that game. So he was a main part of that. Conception had 4 for 82, and then it kind of drifts on down from there. But really, Conception and Craver are the 2 guys that you're going to have to watch for Texas A&M. Running the football, Moss had 81 yards on the ground, and Marcel Reed, again, the dual threat part of that offense, 37 yards. That pretty much encompassed most of their rushing yards in that game. So, you know, Le'Veon Moss hasn't had the best start to the season running the football. You know, Marcel Reed's a very dangerous guy outside the pocket, so he can get around. You got to be able to contain him. He hurt Auburn in the second half last year on plays breaking down and able to get first downs and extend drives. So going to watch that. But, all right, we got to get to a break real quick. You got something real quick, Faith, before we go to break?
Yeah, we can talk about it when we get back, about Auburn was not efficient on third downs against Oklahoma. When we get back from this break, we can talk about that.
Good observation. Yeah, let's talk about that when we come back, because they got to be better tomorrow for sure. All right, let's take a break. Stay tuned. More of the Auburn Blitz coming up right after this.
For air that's cool and clean, call Senza Green. For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Senza Green.
Turn to the experts at Senza Green and find out how to get up to $1,000 in Carrier Cool Cash rebates. Visit sensagreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Senza Green.
This is Kathy Holmes with Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Jeff Verner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
Presley Appliance and Furniture, located on Cherokee Road in Alexander City, is locally owned and operated with over 35 years of experience in the appliance and furniture business. Specializing in Amana, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, and Ashley Furniture, Presley Appliance services what they sell and will make sure you receive top-notch customer service. Call them today at 256-329-9762 or drop by to see them on Cherokee Road in Alexander City. Presley Appliance and Furniture, where they service what they sell.
Here at Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply, we value what truly makes a home a home. And that's why we're proud to offer America's #1 brand of siding and exterior products. James Hardie creates possibilities with an array of colors and textures. We offer the full line of James Hardie products, from Hardie plank to artisan siding and everything in between, giving you, our customer, options to have the best. Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply, local since 1984.
There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes that are installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
At Central Alabama Community College, we provide a quality education that will set you up for success. Whether you're pursuing a degree or advancing your career with technical training, CAC offers premier programs at 4 campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Prattville, and Talladega. From industrial, electronics to machining, our students are prepared for the workforce or further education. At CAC, you'll enjoy vibrant campus life, exciting athletics, and personalized support, all at an affordable price. Your future starts here at CAC. Apply today.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind? Welcome to Bunkers. Our friendly staff and vibrant atmosphere make Bunkers the ultimate hangout space for all ages. With 6 state-of-the-art golf simulator stations, you can play around with friends no matter the weather. Enjoy mouth-watering food and a wide variety of handcrafted mixed drinks. With our attached parking deck, access is always hassle-free. Make your next night out unforgettable at Bunkers.
Chick-fil-A is always the best option when you're on the go, but they are also great when it comes to planning your next event, from tailgating to birthday parties to weddings. Call Chick-fil-A Alexander City at 256-289-7955 for catering, or order on the Chick-fil-A app. Make sure to choose the Alexander City location and have your catering order ready to go. Nugget trays, mac and cheese trays, fruit trays, cookie trays, gallons of our famous lemonade or tea, and chilled grilled chicken sub sandwiches, and a lot more options. Make it Chick-fil-A Alexander City for your next event. Henderson & Coker is a premier custom general contractor located in central Alabama. With over 50 years of industry experience, Henderson & Coker has been crafting stunning custom residential and commercial spaces for families and businesses throughout Alabama and Georgia. If you're in the market for a top-of-the-line luxury home or specialized commercial work, contact the experts at 256-750-7383 and check them out on the web at hendersonandcoker.com.
One to the Auburn Blitz here halfway through our show. We are live on location, or at least I am, at JR Sports Bar and Grill, and it's been great. There's been so many people in here. I'm looking over, man, like this place is slammed. Like there's not a table available over here. Again, down below, I don't, maybe one now. I don't know. I can't tell, but just a great place to come and hang out at lunch or dinner or whatever. And on the weekends for college football, and it's just awesome. So I'm getting ready to eat me some chicken fingers here in about 30 minutes. So I'm looking forward to that before I head to Troy, Alabama, for Ben Russell and Charles Henderson. Then before I get back on the interstate and head in your direction so we can go get on a plane to fly to parts unknown back in Texas again. For the third time.
We're never out of that state. My God.
So Texas, here we come again. All right, halfway through our program means it is time for
Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Y'all, we have a post-game reaction show brought to you each week by Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. And so with that being said, we appreciate Paula, Kathy, Jeff, everybody over there. And how awesome it is to be partnered with them because they are so awesome. So thank you so much for the partnership. You know, I'm at Pepper Tree. If I'm not there once a week, my parents are at least there once a week. So somebody from the Richardson household is over there once a week. And I mean, seriously, you can't get a better cut of meat in the Auburn area where you also, you know, it's good meat coming from a good place. So it's not anything. Today we talk about how awful some meat is that you buy at the stores and you don't even want to know where they're from. So that's why you go to like a local butcher's shop like Pepper Tree because it's coming from a good place. So we love them and so grateful for them to be part of our show and our post-game reaction show. So make sure you're dropping your post-game or your game prediction scores with the tiebreaker being penalty points because that can get you a gift certificate to Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine.
There you go. That was a great promo there for Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine.
Yeah, sorry.
Should just hit record on that and just played that over and over. Yeah, Justin, there's people have cut out for work today, man. They're getting pina coladas and all kinds of blenders going full speed over here. So, appreciate them so very much. And Jerome's had never been to an Auburn game, but been to Alabama. So, well, sorry about that, Jerome.
Well, you didn't read Romulus's.
I did not. You read it.
He said, no idea. I was just born. I've heard stories. Dang, how old are y'all? 40s? Great show. Appreciate your work.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Funny.
No, I'm not, though. So I think you're only like a year older than me. But
there you go.
Brett, care to share?
Not really. I'm going to move on to talk about the game. I don't know what y'all were talking about. So, all right. So Auburn's had a lot of success with Texas A&M since they've been in the conference. I mean, gone to Kyle Field and picked up a few wins over there. And I think this is a good opportunity for Auburn again. If Auburn plays can Auburn just play a clean game? I guess that's where my mindset is. I kind of went down this path this morning, but if Auburn will just not shoot itself in the foot if Texas A&M lines up and beats you and you played mistake-free football and they made one more play than you and whatever, I mean, it still sucks to lose the game, but you can feel you can kind of go, okay. I mean, sometimes you lose those kind of games, but when you go back and you can look at 4 or 5 or 6 opportunities that you missed that weren't caused by anything, a bad call from an official or a missed call from an official or anything that your opponent did, and it was just a self-inflicted wound or you didn't take advantage of a situation, then you're not playing to the level of being considered a team that should be in the playoffs. So if you want to be a team in a program that's considered a playoff type team, you got to go out there and play like it.
Yeah, there's no question about it. Justin brings up a really good point about special teams. Auburn's special teams have looked
just say it, atrocious.
Horrendous.
Yeah, you go with horrendous, I go with atrocious. I think it's pretty much the same thing. I just – and look, what we saw Tuesday at practice wasn't any better. I mean, just was not a good day. Now, hearing that McPherson hit a couple of 50-yarders in practice yesterday, I think. So I think that I'm just going with him at this point. Look, I'm not trying to cut on Connor Gibbs or anything like that, but I'm going with Alex McPherson, period. I mean, if he's strong enough if we're within a range, they feel comfortable, man, I'm running him out there and seeing what we get.
Yeah, I saw a video that was posted talking with him and, about his diet and how he's got no restrictions or anything right now, but he's got that liveliness back into him and back into his face. And that's something that, not that it was necessarily gone, but you don't have enough energy when you're not feeling well to project and radiate like that. And I think he looked really, really good. And it's really good to see how well he looks and feels. And so, he was talking about how now he's starting to just feel better each and every day. So I think that's a huge positive. And like you said, trusting in him, hopefully that, he's going to keep feeling better and he's going to be able to make things happen. But there's no question, Auburn's offense, if they think that they can't either convert to a first down or whatever it is, don't get a penalty to back you up even further, where then the field goal's going to be even further back.
Again, it comes down to not making mistakes and executing and doing the things you got to do to help yourself win. And Auburn hasn't done that in big games, a la this past Saturday. So even though they had some that went against them, there were plenty of things they could control that they did not take advantage of. All right, we're going to take another break here for TV. Again, we got a couple more segments coming your way here on the Auburn Blitz. We come back, we will go around the SEC for tomorrow, kind of get our take on that, let y'all give your take on it and see where we are. So, all right, stay tuned. A lot more to come here on the Auburn Blitz, live on location at JR's.
At Dixie Overhead Door, we specialize in top-quality garage door solutions for homes across Alabama and Georgia. In need of a garage door repair or a brand new garage door installation, our expert team delivers fast, reliable service with local expertise that you can trust, providing customized solutions and exceptional care every step of the way. Visit us today at DixieOverheadDoor.com and experience the Dixie difference.
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check, rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at BamaSheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
I'm Joseph Dean with Lake Martin Funeral Home and Cremation in Dadeville. We're located at 16797 Highway 280 which is on the corner of 280 and 49 North. With an on-site crematory in Opelika and a cemetery in Tallapoosa County, we are a full-service funeral home. To get in touch with us, feel free to come by or call us, 256-750-0381. And for any other questions, you can visit the website at lakemartinfuneralhome.com.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area.
The all-new Winter Timber is now open, located right next to the Walmart Market across from the Auburn Mall. If the outdoors is your lifestyle, Winter Timber is your new headquarters. From rifles, ammo, and hunting supplies, camo, and all the outdoor essentials, they've got it in stock and ready for you. Winter Timber is here to serve Auburn, Opelika, and the entire Lake Martin area, and they'll make the drive worth it. For the best selection and the best service in outdoor gear, one name says it all: Winter Timber, the best in outdoor needs.
Lake Martin Mobile Detailing is the #1 auto and boat detailing company in Central Alabama. Don't trust your boat or vehicle to just anybody. Hire the professionals. Top-of-the-line ceramic coating, detailing, gel coat restoration, and paint correction gives you the options to take care of your vehicle the right way. Located at 702 McCarty Road in Dayville, Lake Martin Mobile Detailing will have you riding in style. Call them today at 256-794-2328 or Superior Automotive and Boat Detailing.
Hi, I'm Abby Guy, Vice President at Riverbank and Trust. They say that most banks offer the same products, but Riverbank offers something most can't: personal connection. We love getting to know our customers by name and making them feel special with every interaction. It's a feeling of warm hospitality you won't find anywhere else. Experience it for yourself.
What's the verdict?
Can't fix your heat pump. Need a new one.
Uh-oh. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking Daikin.
Call on Kevin Kill and Sunshine Heating and Air at 256-825-4849, Central Alabama's premier Daikin dealer.
So what's he thinking?
Oh, he's thinking Daikin.
Daikin, one of the top selling in the world.
Now I'm thinking Daikin.
Daikin. Comfort for life.
When you want quality, selection, price, superior financing, and a pain-free buying experience, look no further than Sons Automotive Group of Montgomery and Auburn. Sons of Montgomery offers the best selection of Kias, Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks. Conveniently located on Eastern Boulevard, Sons Ford of Auburn is the region's Ford volume dealer. And when you shop at any Sons location, they will maximize all incentives and financing options for anyone's credit. Whether Kia, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram in Montgomery, or Ford in Auburn, Sons Automotive treats you like family because they are family driven.
Today brought to you by Russell Dewitt Center and Building Supply Stores and
Sensagreen for air that's cool and clean. Call on Sensagreen.
We'll be thinking about Sensagreen on the sideline tomorrow at College Station when it's probably 100 degrees on the field. Preparing for this weekend. Before we do that and go back, you wanted to talk about third down efficiency.
Oh, good job. Yes, I did want to talk about that because that was such a problem at the Oklahoma game. Auburn went 3 for 15 on third downs.
It's amazing you were in the game with that. And I don't think Oklahoma was much better. I don't think Oklahoma was much better.
3 of 12.
So not good either. So
I mean, it's still, yeah.
So both teams combined for 6 conversions on third down.
Correct. And on fourth down, Auburn was 1 of 3, and Oklahoma was 1 for 1. But I mean, the problem lies of just half of them I feel like were penalties.
Well, that just shows you that on both defenses did a good job of getting off the field on third down, but their offenses couldn't get anything going. And last year, there were a few areas that Coach Freeze alluded to at media days. Faith, if you'll go back and remember, it was red zone efficiency.
Yep.
We were terrible in red zone efficiency. We were terrible in turnovers, and we were terrible at getting off the field on third downs. So, and I guess you could throw in one more is that we didn't sustain a lot of drives ourselves. So, you know, that's four major areas of a football game that if you're bad in all of those areas, you're not beating anybody that's worth a darn. I mean, and that's why Auburn lost 5 really close games last year. You know, okay, you can be off in one of those categories, but let's just say turnovers and red zone efficiency. If you're losing that every week, you're not beating anybody. And so to this point, Auburn has corrected both of those. Their red zone efficiency is way better. Their turnover margin is way better. But
the first 2 games, wasn't Auburn 100% in red zone, or was it maybe just the first?
No, they were 100%. I think they scored every time they got in the red zone. You just had to kick a couple of field goals.
Yeah.
You know, but I mean, but for the most part, again, that goes to your efficiency. I mean, the first and foremost goal is to score touchdowns, but if not, you got to get some points out of these drives. And last year, Auburn would drive into the red zone and they'd miss half the time. And so their red zone efficiency was terrible. And so hopefully that will continue to trend upward for Auburn. And thing that they got to work on now, looks like the defense doing a better job getting off the field on third down. The offense has got to find a way to sustain more drives.
Yeah, there's no question about it. You know, it's just something that is going to be, like you said, it's surprising how well Auburn was able to stay in the game with the third down efficiency looking like that, and it's only because Oklahoma's looked about the same. So against a team like Texas A&M or Georgia that we're coming in to see here pretty soon, they've got to look better against these other teams. And again, not having a game at home like at Texas A&M this weekend or tomorrow, that's going to be another big advantage for Texas A&M because of how loud the stadium gets on third downs. You see it and hear it all the time in Jordan-Hare and how much that affects the other team.
No, I totally agree. I mean, hey, how about do some things early and take that crowd out of it a little bit, you know?
Well, can you maintain that lead that you had before? Because
yeah, true. Hey, how about all the things, right? How about all this in conglomeration? Just do all of it well, and then I think the results will work out. So, all right, we are up against the final break of our program. When we come back, Faith and I will go around the SEC. Some big games.
And I will announce our Oklahoma winner.
There you go. So we'll take our final break here for TV. Stay tuned. One final segment coming up here on the Auburn Blitz here on this Friday.
For air that's cool and clean, call Senza Green. For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Senza Green.
Turn to the experts at Sensagreen and find out how to get up to $1,000 in carrier cool cash rebates. Visit Sensagreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Senza Green.
Sign Source is your local vendor for commercial and residential sign manufacturing and installation. We offer all kinds of lighted and non-lighted signage, from retail signs, LED message centers, event banners, vehicle wraps, the whole spectrum. We also offer service and repair on existing signs, as well as retrofitting to LED or installation of outsourced signage. We have the knowledge necessary to fulfill all of your signage needs in the short or long term. Visit signsourcenow.com to get started.
Buying a home or property can be the biggest investment of your life. The Wisdom Firm is licensed to close any property purchase in the entire state of Alabama. The offices on both Bent Creek Drive in Auburn and Highway 49 South at beautiful Lake Martin. The Wisdom Firm has you covered. Give Travis and his team a call at 334-826-0722 or check them out at www.auburnlegal.com for all your real estate closing needs. No representation is made that the quality of legal services is greater than the quality of legal services made by other attorneys.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare. Serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama.
Central Alabama. This is our home. It's where we work, where we play, where we raise our families and grow old. And in the unfortunate event we become sick with cancer, thanks to UAB Medicine Russell Medical Cancer Center, this is where we heal also. We have invested in new technologies and expertise so that now we're able to treat all sorts of cancers and you never have to leave Tallapoosa County. UAB Medicine Russell Medical Cancer Center. Compassionate, convenient, collaborative cancer care right here at home.
Folks around these parts have known for a long time that Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280, is your #1 stop for automotive service and repair. At Walls Tire, you'll always find quality service at a fair price on everything from AC, name brand tires, big or small repairs, routine maintenance, towing, and more. When your car or truck needs to run right, there's one place in the area to go, conveniently located and easy to find. Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area.
At Central Alabama Community College, we provide a quality education that will set you up for success. Whether you're pursuing a degree or advancing your career with technical training, CAC offers premier programs at 4 campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Prideville, and Talladega. From industrial, electronics to machining, our students are prepared for the workforce or further education. At CAC, you'll enjoy vibrant campus life, exciting athletics, and personalized support, all at an affordable price. Your future starts here at CAC. Apply today.
Bundle your home and auto and save money with State Farm's personal price plan. Contact State Farm agent Ron Carroll today at 256-378-6631 or visit him on Highway 280 in Childersburg. Prices vary by state, options selected by customer availability, and eligibility may vary.
Blitz here, final segment here on this Friday. Again, we appreciate all of you that join us each and every day, whether it be on the podcast or here on our noon show. If you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, we would love for you to do that and like everything that we push out. It helps us out tremendously. And again, we appreciate all of you so much that have already done that. Faith, last segment here, let's talk about games around the conference. And there's some good games going on here this Saturday. Luke said it's a long way from Houston College Station. I mean, not literally, but it feels that way. Yeah, it's about an hour and 25 minutes.
That's exactly how Texas is what I've come to learn.
Well, it felt like that when we drove to Waco. Good God. Dallas to Waco was not some walk in the park. But
I mean, Brett, now that I think about it, we're literally not even going to have really time to get back to the hotel and chill for a second.
No, it's go rent the car and go. So, gonna be getting after it. So hey, look, we're here for it. We're hey, the sacrifices that we make, right, to bring you great coverage and to bring you the information live on location. So all right, let's talk about games around the conference. Start with Notre Dame and Arkansas at 11 o'clock on ABC. Notre Dame's a 4.5-point favorite. Arkansas already at 2-2. Look at Notre Dame at 1-2. This is a battle of, man, Notre Dame were to happen to lose this game. You go from the national championship game last year to a 1-3 starts, not a very, very good direction for the Irish for sure. And Arkansas can win that game at home. Let me just say, Arkansas can definitely win that football game. I like Green at quarterback. Lock of the year for the week. Yeah, there you go, Luke. Arkansas beating Notre Dame. Bring back a little Chicago Bob there. Lock of the year for the week. And you'll have another lock of the year next week. Hey, I kind of feel like Arkansas can get it done. I like Green at quarterback, Faith. He's a gamer.
Yeah, he definitely is. I think that's going to be a good game to watch. We're just gonna be hopping off the plane, so we'll actually have time to watch it. But yeah, gonna be a good game. Early game. It'll be hot in Fayetteville.
Yeah, fun times in Fayetteville, right? All right, Utah State at Vanderbilt. Hey, look, when you look down and see that Vanderbilt's a 23.5-point favorite against anybody, you got to kind of take a double take. This is a very good Vanderbilt team. It's 4-0.
Did you see that Diego Pavia's locker is in the middle of the locker room?
I did not see that. He is Vanderbilt, right? It's pretty.
The comments are like, "There's no I in team," right?
Yeah, no kidding. There is no I in Diego, right? Yeah, there is, and it's him. So no problem there. LSU Ole Miss. This is your game.
This is my game.
How's Reese going to be watching this?
Drama between.
Is he really going to be watching the Texas A&M game while he's there? Or is he going to have the Ole Miss game on his phone watching it?
I hope his phone dies.
Wow.
I hope he has to watch the Auburn Texas A&M game. No, I think he'll be watching. He'll be locked in, and then he'll be checking periodically. But I'm simply here for the tea and the drama that comes with the LSU Ole Miss game. And part of that is because Landry, Kiffin, and Whit Weeks have announced their dating since just the beginning of this week. They've announced it the week of the game.
Lane said take the over. I'm just saying.
He did say take the over.
Ole Miss is 1.5.
Good Lord, imagine I would love to be there to see him say hello to Whit after the game.
What about before the game?
I'm not too worried about before. I'm thinking about after. Because Whit Weeks, you see, he's a dog. He's a good player.
He is.
And with the
I still am not sold on LSU. When they beat Clemson, I was like, well, man, they may be pretty good. Scratch that.
Yeah.
Clemson is horrible. And LSU scored 20 points on Florida. We'll see. It'll be on the road at Ole Miss. That's a big game. We got about 3 minutes left. Let's kind of fly through these. Tennessee at Mississippi State. Man, who thought Mississippi State would be 4-0? Neither one of us did.
No.
I don't know many people that gave Mississippi State much of a chance of winning more than 3 games this season. They're already at 4-0. What an upset that would be in Starkville if they were to pull that off.
I don't think so, but it would be crazy.
I don't either. Alabama at Georgia. Very interesting. Alabama's looked a lot better since that first week against Florida State. People are still waiting to see if Gunnar Stockton's the guy at Georgia. I know you hate both of them. I do too. There's one that you actually hate more, and that's actually Georgia. So I kind of hate both equally. So it doesn't really matter to me. So to
know that my roommate, my sweet dear friend Lane, is going to be at this game.
Oh gosh,
she's an Auburn alum, lived in Georgia just like I did, hates both of them, and yet she's going.
Torture.
I told her, I saw her last night actually, and I said, I hope you have so much fun.
Have the best day ever, by the way. All right, UMass at Missouri. No, it's not any more talking about. Kentucky at South Carolina. Interesting. South Carolina kind of falling short. So we got 1 minute left. I'm going to go ahead and roll the dice. And no, I'm not. I'm going to say South Carolina wins at home. All right, Auburn, Texas A&M, Faith. You got a prediction real quick?
Do I have a prediction?
Yep.
I'm going to go with 20. I feel like this is the one I did last time, 28-24.
Okay.
Auburn.
I had 27-24 Auburn on Gary's show this morning. So how about that? We're 1 point off, but we're right on the same line of thinking. Okay, that's going to wrap us up for TV. We'll stay up for just a second online. But again, we appreciate all of you out there so much joining us each and every week. We'll be back with you next week for more of the Auburn Blitz. Tune in to the postgame show tomorrow, brought to you by Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. For Faith Richardson, I'm Brett Pritchard saying we've enjoyed it. We hope you have. See you next week.